Welcome to episode 2. This is Wrestling Warriors making its return to YouTube. Make sure you go like us on Facebook. The description will be down below. This is my Uncle Scott. He will be my special guest on the second episode of Wrestling Warriors. Make sure you go like Wrestling Warriors on Facebook. I'll put the link down below in the description box. Wrestling Warriors is real wrestling news by real wrestling fans. So we're talking about a couple things today. The first things we're going to talk about is the Royal Rumble match. The controversial Royal Rumble match where Roman Reigns, as predicted, would win the 2015 Royal Rumble. Now, if you're a part of the IWC in Philadelphia, you hated it. It made you sick to your stomach. You hate it. Some people even canceled the WWE Network because they're whiny babies. It's stupid. But, anyways, we're going to give you our opinions, and he's going to go first out what he felt of the high and lows of the Royal Rumble, the pros and cons of the 2015 Royal Rumble, and how he felt about Roman Reigns winning.
First of all, I am a big Roman Reigns fan, so I mean, I was glad that he won. I mean, I picked two different people to win it. Obviously, the other person didn't. I wanted Daniel Bryan. I know it's a little touchy subject for a lot of people, but Royal Rumble all was okay. I thought it was a little weak.
There wasn't enough returns.
There wasn't. I was expecting Randy Orton to come back. I was expecting Bo Dallas to come back.
Could have had Devon Dudley there.
Yeah. But
we did see Bubba Ray though.
Yes, that was one of the high points. I thought was pretty cool.
I think the best thing about it is when you had the face off between Bubba Ray and Bray Wyatt.
Yes, that to me, that's a match that needs to be happening down the line. Down the line, most definitely.
We're on the subject of Bubba Ray. I don't mean to cut you off. Would you like to see him have a match at WrestleMania to make his big return?
Honestly, yes. I would like. Honestly, this is what I like to see. I would like to see the Dudley Boys versus Ascension versus the Usos for the tag team titles.
That'd be great. You know, I'd like to see that. But another match that could be thrown around is you have Cena and Rusev at Fastlane. Have Bubba Ray be a heel like he was in TNA, which he was realized is one of the best heels in the company, and have him attack Cena and having Rusev beat Cena. Then you have Bubba Ray, John Cena at WrestleMania.
That would be a good match, yes. I mean, they're both established veterans. I mean,
both future Hall of Famers.
He wouldn't have to put over nobody.
No, I mean, even if Bubba Ray lost, it would be a well-deserved match. I mean, give Bubba his one-on-one match at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we watched the Royal Rumble together. You knew how pissed I was. I wasn't mad that Daniel Bryan didn't win. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a big Roman Reigns fan, but I expected him to win. I saw it. I knew it was going to be Reigns and Lesnar at WrestleMania. But Daniel Bryan should have been in the Final Four. He should not have gotten eliminated that quickly. He makes his big return, being gone for 9 months. And you have him, what, 6-7 minutes in the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, it's messed up. I'll give it to you. I mean, Daniel Bryan should at least maybe even been the last 5. I mean, but get eliminated within 10 minutes that he entered the Royal Rumble. I totally agree with you, but you know,
it wasn't. No one entered the match that wasn't supposed to be in it to eliminate him. It was just an easy elimination for Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, it was.
It was no controversial elimination. Like,
no,
you could have had Sheamus make his big return and eliminate Daniel Bryan.
That would have been, yeah, and then they would have had that rivalry.
WrestleMania, like it's rumored. You know, it's also rumored Bryan versus Ziggler, which we will get on later in the show. Now, where are the Royal Rumble? Did we see the best triple threat match of all time?
I would have to say that was one of the best triple threats I've seen in a long, long time.
Would you say Seth Rollins has arrived?
I would definitely say so, yes. Honestly, I gave him no chance of winning that match. And there was a couple times I thought he was going to win. I really did, but
I'm a big Brock Lesnar fan, and some of Brock Lesnar's matches since he came back in, I think it was 2012, weren't that good.
No,
weren't that good. But this match probably is his best match of his career.
I would have to agree with you. I mean, I'm a Brock Lesnar fan to a point. Um, the only reason I have an issue with Brock Lesnar, he's been gone for so many months, and you're the champion. You should defend that bitch every fucking month, no matter what. I don't care who you are.
Yes.
But like I said, he stepped up to the plate this past month, and
Major elbow drop to the table.
He delivered. I give it to him. He delivered.
Now let's talk about the rumored match that the officials have been considering, which I think would be the match of the night. Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, in my opinion, I don't think there needs to be a heel. You just have just two guys. See who's the better one. And have a wrestling match.
I agree with you. Unlike some people we know out there that everybody needs a heel. Okay, this ain't 1985. This is 2015. Let's get that straight right now.
We don't. You see, heels are good in emotional storylines. Like, I'll admit, back when Randy Orton and Triple H had their feud in 2009, Randy Orton fit that role as a top heel. But this is not a major storyline. This is probably a one-time match.
This is just to prove who's the best out there right now in WWE.
I say, I say have them have that match, then have them pick a tag team, go for the tag team titles.
Yeah. You know what? That'd be quite interesting. And
give Daniel Bryan instead of you, because you know they're not going to have Daniel Bryan in the title picture. That's going to be Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns. That's going to be the first couple months after WrestleMania. That's going to be the title picture. Yeah. Lesnar's, he won't be there. Even if he signs a new contract, you probably won't see him to SummerSlam.
True. And so, but like I said, that would be interesting. But I'm like a big Uso fan, so although I would hate to see the Usos lose it, but I wouldn't be too bad if they lost it to Ziggler and Bryan.
Now, it's another. Who do you think is the best opponent for Seth Rollins at WrestleMania? I think storyline-wise, and he could put him over without Rollins winning, is Randy Orton.
I'm going. I don't have
Randy Orton is Sheamus. If he bring Sheamus back, but bring him back as a face. But I'd like to see Randy Orton just because Seth Rollins took Randy Orton out.
See, I would think it would be Randy Orton just due to the fact because Seth Rollins did take him out, and there's that. How can I say it?
Seth Rollins is where Randy Orton was at when Randy Orton was in Evolution.
Yes, he got that it factor that he can prove. Like I said, that would be a great rivalry for a couple months. I mean,
I'd be into it. I think Seth Rollins and Randy Orton have amazing chemistry in the ring. Both are just natural born wrestlers. They were made to be in the wrestling business.
Yeah, but there's one thing I don't want them to do, and they have done it in these last couple of years, is make a rivalry and just keep on dragging it and dragging it and dragging it.
Well, you see, Roman Reigns is Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns is going to win. But I'm making a bold prediction. Seth Rollins cashes in at WrestleMania 31 to get his WrestleMania moment.
I think that's a possibility.
That's the Authority's plan B and not having. That's going to be their plan B and not having Reigns be the champion.
I think that's a possibility because like I said, I'm a Roman Reigns fan. Would I be mad that Seth Rollins cashed in? Not really. Because
I'm a big Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose fan. I've been following him since the Indies.
I like Seth Rollins too. I mean, I have nothing against the guy. But that'd be interesting to see if he does cash in at WrestleMania. I mean,
it'd be the first time ever.
That would be the first time ever. I grant you that.
Now, there's one more thing we're going to talk about. It's very close to my heart because I grew up watching this guy. I have said he's one of the best talkers this business has ever seen. Probably one of the most best characters this business has ever seen. And it's sad that he wasn't inducted into the Hall of Fame when he was alive because he should have been. He should have been inducted to the Hall of Fame 10 years ago. Randy Macho Man Savage finally gets his spot in the Hall of Fame. And he is a first ballot Hall of Famer. What's your opinion of Randy Savage going to the Hall of Fame?
I think it's a very, very smart move. It should have been done, like you said, years ago. Because I was a Macho Man Randy Savage fan too. I mean,
But look at Randy Savage. Okay, he started off as a heel in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
People started cheering him. He won the first ever tournament to crown the WWF champion at WrestleMania. Had an amazing feud with Hogan. He would become a commentator. Would go to WCW to re-energize his career. He became like a multi-time WCW World Champion. It's just sad the way it happened. He was never made a final appearance in WWE before he died.
And that sucks, but it all appears around politics. That's all it is. I mean, if you left WWE and you left on bad terms, they ain't gonna invite you back unless they're gonna gain something out of it.
There's one more thing. I ask you one more thing we gotta talk about, since this has been the hot topic in the last 3 months. CM Punk.
Oh God! You don't know how many times I'm tired of talking about this conversation, but I'll do it one more time.
CM Punk, he left after Royal Rumble last year.
Okay, yeah.
He walked down the company. Same thing Stone Cold did. Now he's in the UFC. Now, before I get into this conversation, what's the point of chanting his name if he's in the UFC? He's not going to show up. I am the biggest CM Punk fan, and I was devastated when he left. But I am a realist. I think one day he will come back for one more match. But it's going to be a while.
It's going to be a long time.
I'm saying at least 5-6 years. At the least.
But see, to me, I think he'll come back, but I don't think he'll wrestle.
I think he'll have one more match at WrestleMania and retire the way he wanted to retire.
Just due to the fact he's always said, and he's sticking to it, he's done with wrestling. Point blank.
But how many wrestlers have said that?
I understand that, but he's been sticking to it for, the last couple months now. I mean, come on, you've seen the videos. I mean, they chant CM Punk so many fucking times, I get tired of the damn chant,
Now, CM Punk's gone. Now, you watch CM Punk's podcast with Cole Cabana.
Yeah.
We watched the podcast, Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast with Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Do you blame CM Punk for leaving?
A little bit. Due to the fact there's a miscommunication with not just with CM Punk, but Vince alluded to it. He admits it. But like I said, I mean, it's not just CM Punk's fault. I'm not blaming everything.
I think it's 50-50 in CM Punk and Vince.
I think it is. It's just that communications, like Vince said with Stone Cold, you guys just let it blow over it, and whenever they're ready to talk, they'll talk.
Yeah.
And obviously, CM Punk, I hate to say it, he's being a little bitch.
Yeah.
Point blank, he's being a little bitch.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, the way it went down was not good. They got lawyers involved. As Vince said, when you get lawyers involved, it's never good.
No.
Nothing good ever comes of it. I just think I'd like to see him come back for one more match. I'm a big CM Punk fan. I have been since 2003. I hope he does well in UFC. I really do. It's his new passion. I really do. I hope he succeeds. Because I tell you, he goes in that first fight and he gets his ass knocked out in the first round. He's going to look like a dumbass.
He best hope he can. He better shut up and put up. That's point blank. Because those UFC fighters ain't no fucking joke.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying CM Punk's going to get his ass handed to him in the first round.
No one knows how he's going to do.
But
see, CM Punk, yeah, he has history in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but no one knows how he really is going to do because we've never seen him in that platform. I hope he succeeds. I think he will succeed. But even Brock Lesnar succeeded, but his first match he lost.
Yeah, it's just the way, once you get knocked down, it depends how you respond when you get back up.
Anybody can throw a punch. Depends how you take it.
So it's just, like I said, we just have to wait and see next year. I mean, because it's going to be a while before he gets that first match.
It's going to be probably the fall of 2015. Maybe it's winter of 2015.
Like I said, and I'll be waiting to watch that and see what happens. But until then,
thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you go like Wrestling Warriors on Facebook. Tomorrow there will be another video up. I'll be doing a flashback review of the 1995 Survivor Series. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Remember, Wrestling Wars is where real wrestling fans tell you how it is.